Hello everyone! Welcome to the next episode as we're jamming out to this sweet music. In the last episode, we started making our way through Hotlands, solved some puzzles and got some texts from Alfies, including some phone calls. And now, let's continue on our way. We also found a frying pan, which we're using as a weapon, and we're in total darkness. Hey! It's kind of dark in there, isn't it? Don't worry. I'll hack into the light system and brighten it up. Oh no. Oh yes! Welcome, beauties, to the Underground Premiere Cooking Show! Cooking with a killer robot. Preheat your ovens because we got a very special recipe for you today. We're going to be making a cake. My lovely assistant here will gather the ingredients. Everyone give him a big hand. We need some sugar, milk, and eggs. Go for it, sweetheart. Alright, let's get the eggs. You found the eggs. Found the milk. Found the sugar. Milk, eggs in the fridge? No way, darling. They get cold. Don't you want your milk and eggs cold? By the way, there's a barrier here, so you cannot leave. If you attempt to try and leave. This isn't a show about washing your hands, darling. That's on Wednesdays. MTT brand microwave, origin of the MTT challenge. Put your food in and set the microwave on high for 5 minutes. If you can still recognize your meal, you will double your money back. And in case if you try to leave the other way, there is also a barrier. Oh yes, the MTT brand ovens can reach temperatures up to 9,000 degrees. Roasting, toasting, burning, scoring! You're excited, aren't you, darling? Empty? Great job! Just put them in the middle of this container. Of this counter, I meant. How is that milk bouncing off the sugar and eggs? Perfect! Great job, beautiful! We got all the ingredients we need to bake the cake. Milk, sugar, eggs. Oh my! Wait a magnificent moment! How could I forget? We're missing the most important ingredient. A human soul! He got a chainsaw! Ah! I just like to imagine right now Al Frisk like with this panic expression, like this over dramatic panic expression, exaggerated panic expression, and utter panic and fear, and this him and Mediton just looking at the phone that's ringing very awkwardly. I just like to imagine, please tell me someone has made art of that. That would be amazing to see. Hello, I'm kind of in the middle of something here. Wait a second. You couldn't make a substitution in the recipe? A substitution, you mean? Use a different non-human ingredient? Why? Well, if someone's vegan? Vegan. Well, I mean, that's a brilliant idea, Alfies! Actually, I happen to have the option right here. The MTT brand and always convenient human soul flavor substitute. What on earth would that taste like? A candle witch itch is just over that counter, just over there on that counter. Well, darling, why don't you go get it? I also realized I forgot to call Papyrus in the previous episode. What's going on? Oh, God. By the way, our show runs on a strict schedule. If you can't get the can in the next 1 minute, we'll just have to move back to the original plan. So, better start climbing, beautiful. Oh no! There's not enough time to climb up. Fortunately, I have a plan. When I was upgrading your phone, I added a few features. You see that huge button that says jetpack? Watch this. There! You should have enough fuel to reach the top. Now, get up there. Time to fly. And of course, Mediton is going to be dropping... Are these supposed to be like... What are these that he's dropping at us? Are these supposed to be like cakes? Or muffins? Well, here's the flour. Oh, now I realize they're supposed to be eggs, because he's using the ingredients we gathered. Here's the milk. Yeah, oh yeah, now that I take a closer look, yeah, they're eggs. Incoming enemy flour. Here comes the milk wave. Some more flour. That it has to be some pretty thick flour. Ow! Almost got through without taking a hit. My, it seems you bested me. But only because you had the help of the brilliant Dr. Alphys. Oh, and I love to think of what would have happened to you without her. Well, toodles. Oh yes, about the substitution. Haven't you ever seen a cooking show before? I already baked the cake ahead of time, so forget it. Wow, we did it. We really did it. Great job out there, team. Well, anyway, let's keep heading forward. Something I also wanted to, first off, if we backtrack to this part of the room, you'll catch, Flowery running away. While I'm looking around the room, because I don't think there's any new dialogue, it's strangely warm. It's a microwave. That's great if you are a microwave fan. It's an oven. It looks pretty modern. So I want to go over Alphys for a little bit, because I wanted to do it in the last episode, but I completely forgot. Alphys is an anagram. Alphys anagram is an anagram of actually two things, actually. I think there's a third. I'm going to have to double check that. The first thing that Alphys is an anagram of is that her name is an anagram of alpha. Which, the word alpha is usually used in terms of a leadership role, or like usually someone that's very high important or a leader of a group. Kind of think of like with a pack of wolves, how there's always an alpha male. L that leads the pack and such. The reason she has the anagram alpha is that even though she's not the de facto leader of the underground, which that belongs to Asgore, she is in a leadership position because of her role as the royal scientist, which outranks her compared to all the other scientists in the underground. And that you can think of that is named and not named, like Chujin. So she is the highest ranking scientist in the underground, and so she has the highest authority when it comes to scientific knowledge. She's also, because she's the royal scientist, she can be able to do things on Asgore's behalf. Which the only person that can be able to stop her from doing anything is Asgore himself. He can pretty much use the royal name to do whatever she wants. So that's why her anagram is that of Alpha. She is also an anagram of Shy Pal, because she is a very shy character, as we've witnessed, and the pal part becomes because she already befriended us. She's been our ally since we first came to the underground. And so she's a pal. I believe there's one more thing her name is an anagram of, but I cannot remember it off the top of my head. See that building in the distance? That's the core, the source of all power for the underground. It converts geothermal energy into magical electricity by... anyway, that's where we're going to go. In the core is an elevator directly to Asgore's castle. And from there, you can go home. So we'll save here. The ominous structure looms in the distance. You are filled with determination. We will end things off here. A bit of a short episode today, but yeah. We'll end things off here, and in the next episode, we'll continue further through the underground. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below in your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.